How to get up after a snowboard fall. Getting up after falling on a snowboard is easier, if done correctly, than getting up after crashing on skis. Steps. 1. Get up when facing uphill unless it is a steep slope. If you are sitting on your butt, you can roll to your right or left and change position to face the hill. 2. Once facing uphill, tilt your ankles to keep the board on the upper edge, with your knees on the snow, push up with your hands and slide your hind end over the board, then stand up, still leaning uphill to maintain the edge. You will now be standing facing uphill. Downside is you now need to do a heel side turn to start down the hill again. 3. Try other ways. If you are on a steep slope or don't want to start with a heel side turn, there are several ways to get up facing downhill. Option 1. Position the board perpendicular to the slope and reach back with one hand at each side, elbows bent. Straighten your elbows while sliding your knees over the board, but keep the board on the uphill edge by lifting with your toes. Option 2. Position the board perpendicular to the slope, place one hand behind you, grasp the center of the board with the other hand, pull on the board and push off the ground, up you go. You may start sliding as you transfer weight. Make sure you have a little more weight towards the front of the board. It can also help to dig a little groove in the snow with the uphill edge before you try to get up. Tips. You can tweak the board, push one leg forward, toe turn, and the other leg back, heel turn, turn slightly downhill. You only use one to the edge, reducing the risk of catching the edge and landing back on the ground, and you can pivot, let the board do the work. Good luck! If you are really close to the edge of the slope, remember your falling leaf, slip the board and drift across the hill until you have room to make your turn. Warnings. Turning a snowboard is more stable and easier when you are moving with some speed. Get used to letting the board run a little when you first get up. You can save a lot of work by getting bindings that don't require you to sit down to strap in. Either step in or the flow type bindings can be stepped into with sitting down. So when you do crash, you aren't tired. Always look uphill before taking off again. Colliding with someone traveling at high speed will ruin your day. When stopping on purpose and sitting down, make sure you are out of the way, usually off to the edge of the run.